Guys, I just got a hold of the DJI AVATA and I'm going to show you how to pair it. So I had to make sure that I had the latest firmware version installed on the goggles. You need to have your goggles, remote controller and quad well charged. This is not a situation where running out of battery would be okay because it might create problems. So have them well charged, switch them on, connect your OTG cable to your goggles and then connect your USB-A to USB-C cable to your phone. Connect it to the DJI Fly app and update your firmware. Because if you don't have the latest firmware version, you will not be able to pair your DJI AVATA with your goggles and remote controller. So now the question is, I already have the DJI FPV combo. How do I do to pair my DJI AVATA? I'm going to show you that. So first I need to switch on the DJI AVATA and be careful. Just make sure you have removed the gimbal protection because you might damage it if you have not. Let me switch on the remote controller and let me do the same with the goggles. Okay, so last time I went outside to fly my drone, I used the DJI FPV, so it's going to reproduce the incident as if it was the first time that I was using the DJI AVATA. So all devices are switched on. I need to connect the goggles to my phone. Remember what I told you? Goggles, OTG cable, and USB-A to USB-C. I plug it. Okay, I start the DJI Fly app. Go to the bottom right corner, press connection guide, select the DJI AVATA, firmware version consistent, update firmware before use. Every time you would need to switch from the DJI FPV to the DJI AVATA, you'll have to use the DJI Fly app. Otherwise, it will not work. When I had other firmware versions, I could pair the DJI FPV with the remote controller and goggles without this app, but things have changed. You have to go through the app. Firmware version inconsistent, update firmware before use. Press continue. DJI Fly, hello, DJI Fly takes a DJI glass, press OK. Firmware updated, relink device to aircraft if device restarts automatically. Press OK. So at this point, there's a little hole on the right side of your goggles. I forgot to mention that I use the Goggles V2. So I got this screwdriver that I got from the DJI FPV box. You need to keep pressing during 4 or 5 seconds to put it in pair mode. And there you can hear this little beep. Do the same on the DJI AVATA. It's in pair mode. And if I check in the goggles, I'm now able to see what the DJI AVATA sees. Just stop there. Second step. It is now time to pair the DJI AVATA with the remote controller. So we'll keep pursuing. Select controller type, DJI FPV Remote Controller 2. Select it. Please press the power button one time and then press and hold it again to power on the remote controller. So same principle. Let me just keep pressing the start button on the remote controller. This way it's in pair mode. Do the same on the DJI AVATA. And now I need to check in the goggles. Okay, there I have it. I can see that the remote controller and the goggles are connected to the DJI AVATA.